Hey everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have a really exciting video. We are talking all about moving to Chicago. If you want to live in the suburbs, this is the video to watch. We're going to go over the top 5 best suburbs to move to when you are moving to Chicago. So we're going to jump right in and not waste any time. So Chicago gets a bad rap. Anytime somebody says Chicago, they're thinking about all of the headlines and bad things people say about this area, but what they forget to mention is that the suburbs, and really the city, but we're talking about the suburbs specifically, have some amazing suburbs, amazing school districts, areas, green spaces. We're gonna go over so much in this video that attracts people to the suburbs. So if you're moving here, whether it's for work, whether it's for family, whether it's for school, don't fret because this is an awesome area. We're gonna go over the top 5 in this video.
First of all, just about 30 to 45 minutes outside of Chicago, it's not very dense like the city itself. That means you can choose to live in the suburbs and enjoy a more peaceful and relaxing lifestyle while still working in the city if you want to.
Unlike other major cities, Chicago's suburbs are commutable, which means that you can commute to the city in 30 to 45 minutes and still live in the suburbs. You don't need to live in the city. We can't forget that the suburbs are also quieter. So if you want more peace and quiet, these are easy to move to suburbs. Suburbs that have a rich downtown center, food, history, things to do. It will keep you busy while you're living there so you can explore the area inside of that suburb and around it. Easy transportation access. You should be able to live in this suburb and get to all major highways, the city, the train lines, all of that, because it has to have excellent school districts. Now, in order to rank these school districts, we're not using our subjective opinion. We have an article in the description that's gonna show all of these schools ranked, and you can go through and look at all of them yourself. So when it comes to talking about safety, we are licensed realtors, so we can't say if anything is safe or not. That's against the law. However, we can direct you guys to local police departments. If you see any of these suburbs or any other suburbs that you're interested in, we highly encourage you to call local police departments, find crime statistics through those police departments, and look at those objective truths to figure out whether or not it's safe enough for you. And finally, we want to make sure that these areas are appreciating in value.
So without further ado, let's introduce the 5 best suburbs to live in.
Number 1, in no particular order, is LaGrange. LaGrange is located 13 miles southwest of Chicago, which means it is great for commuting. It's a particularly small suburb with only 2.5 miles of total area.
The downtown area of LaGrange is absolutely beautiful. There are so many amazing restaurants to enjoy or try. Many of them are local to just LaGrange. We recently went on a date night there to Luca's Italian restaurant, and we had a delicious pizza. It was so crispy. It was delicious. You'll have to check it out.
In downtown LaGrange, you have the BNSF Railway, which takes you straight to Chicago.
LaGrange's high school, Lyons Township High School, is in the top 6% of all high schools in Illinois.
If you want to enjoy some green space, you have Gordon Park and Sedgwick Park, which you can use and enjoy in the summer months. What really sets LaGrange apart for us is that we just feel like it's the cute, all-in-one Chicago suburb that everybody thinks of when they watch a Home Alone movie and they see all of them in Chicago or Chicagoland. It is just historic. It has some older architecture. It has a bustling downtown. It's small. It's really sought after. A lot of people know about it. Even though it's such a small suburb, it's very popular. So you'll see home values really skyrocket there. Number 2 on our list is Orland Park. Orland Park is much larger. It's 22 square miles. And compared to LaGrange, it has a very modern and updated downtown, especially in the last 5 years to 10 years, where we've seen upgrades to expand LaGrange Road, which is the main road that runs through downtown Orland Park, as well as redeveloping to add a ton of new business into it.
There are over 194 restaurants, so you will never go hungry living in Orland Park.
There's also 60 different parks. This has plenty of green space. You can enjoy like walking along Sedgwick Lake. You could go to Centennial Park, which is a massive 192-acre space that you can enjoy with many fields. It has a lot there to offer. Transportation's easy with the Southwest Service Metro train that takes you straight to the city.
Carl Sandburg High School is the high school for most Orland Park families. It is in the top 11% of all high schools in Illinois.
It really is the central hub for all things shopping, dining, and entertainment, especially with Orland Square Mall being so close nearby. Holiday shopping, all of that stuff. Everybody nearby is talking about Orland Park. Number 3 on our list is Naperville. We cannot do a top 5 best suburbs without talking about Naperville. Naperville is 28 miles west of the city of Chicago, and it encompasses about 40 square miles of area. It is the 4th most populous Chicago suburb with over 159,000 residents. A ton of people are moving here and continuing to move here. Naperville is the 3rd largest growing city in the nation, so it is a very popular choice for people who are relocating to the Chicagoland area.
One reason why families in particular are moving to Naperville is because Naperville Central High School is in the top 4% of all high schools in Illinois. Naperville is home to an amazing downtown area. It is close to the local college, so lots of college kids come in and enjoy the area, but all different ages enjoy the restaurants and entertainment that downtown Naperville has. They also have a river walk that you can walk along, which is really peaceful to do before or after maybe a night out enjoying a restaurant. You can also kayak down the river, I believe. They have a man-made beach there in the downtown area. There's so much to do in downtown Naperville.
Also, downtown Naperville is a great blend of historic and modern architecture. So you can walk down the Riverwalk and look at the historical architecture and also see the newer, more developed Naperville downtown areas that have more modern buildings that maybe have the style that somebody would appreciate there. So there's something for everybody in Naperville, and you can see why it has boomed in the last few years.
The average home price in Naperville is around $525,000. That is a little bit more pricier than the south suburbs, but it is a little bit less expensive than some of the northern suburbs.
Me personally, I've had the best meal I've ever had in Naperville. It was at a restaurant called Mason Sabka. It's definitely a restaurant for special occasions because it's a little bit more pricey. Incredible tapas style restaurant where they were serving tons of different entrees and things to try that I've never tried before. It's inside of one of Naperville's oldest buildings. It's probably built somewhere in even the 1800s, I have to say. Our 4th suburb is Frankfort. If you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, this is probably the suburb for you. It's located about 45 minutes southwest of Chicago. It has 16 square miles of area. And when I think of Frankfort, I think of farmhouse style homes, raising chickens, and just that type of person. It is really a nice tucked away area. It doesn't have the easiest transportation to get to the city, but that's okay because some people want to get away from the city. So if you do not want to move to the craziest, most populous city ever, Frankfort might be an option for you that's a little bit more spread out. You're going to see a lot of lots being developed in Frankfort. We're talking new construction homes because there's more empty space out there. So if you're interested in new construction and you want to build a home in the Chicagoland area, I would look into Frankfort because it has a lot to offer there.
Frankfort's also known for their great school districts. Lincoln Way East, in particular, is in the top 8% of all schools in Illinois. If you're looking to get out of the house and enjoy the downtown area of Frankfort, there are a couple different restaurants there that are delicious. Fat Rosie's, which is a great taco place, and then Francesca's, which is a delicious Italian restaurant that I personally love going to. I love their gnocchi, it's so good.
Our favorite coffee shop is actually in a town next to Frankfort. It's in Mokina, and it's called Clancy Bros Roastery. Best coffee I've ever had. Everybody I take there loves it. So if you want excellent coffee, try Clancy Bros near Frankfort. What's most notable in Frankfort is something called the Old Plank Trail that cuts through downtown Frankfort. So if you're downtown, you can't miss it and you won't miss it. It's a 22-mile flat, long biking trail that I'm pretty sure was a converted railway. If you want long summer nights cruising by yourself or with the family or friends down a nice, easy bike railway where you're shaded by trees in the summertime during the heat. It's just a really great attraction if you want to enjoy your time in Frankfort.
Downtown Frankfort definitely has a community feel. During the summer and the fall and even the spring, they have a Frankfort Farmers Market where local farmers will be able to sell their produce and also local artisans too. Now, if you love craft fairs, the Frankfort Fall Festival is a can't be missed event. There are probably over 500 different vendors from not only across the country, but the world that are there selling their crafts and artisan goods. In addition, during the summer, they have the Frankfort Bluegrass Festival, which is one of my favorite events to go to. It's free, it's downtown Frankfort on the stage there on what they call the green, which is the green space that you can sit and enjoy live music.
Our final suburb we're mentioning, number 5, is LEMONT/LOCKPORT. We're gonna tell you why we included these two together. And some people might think it's unpopular to choose these suburbs, but we are doing it because it's our video and we want to share these sneaky good suburbs with you. Both of these suburbs are located 27 miles southwest of the city. Lemont is 9 square miles in total, and Lockport is 12 square miles in total. These suburbs are kind of small. They're not as small as LaGrange, but they are smaller, nothing big like Orland or Naperville, but they hold a special place in our hearts.
One of the reasons why we love these suburbs is because they are really affordable for our first-time home buyers in particular.
You get to benefit from having a nice historic downtown area while being able to have lower prices, lower property taxes, and easy access to a major highway.
Their downtown areas have really been revitalized over the past few years, and they have amazing restaurants that Eric and I love to frequent for our date nights. Lemont High School is in the top 6% of all high schools in Illinois. Lemont is generally a little bit more expensive than Lockport. Homes are typically about $100,000 more in Lemont than Lockport.
Now, if you're in Lockport, we recommend looking at Delwood Park. It is a large park mainly for Frisbee golfers, but there's tons of hiking trails, other parks, and things that you can do to enjoy that green space in the summertime.
There's also a wide variety of children's parks there for different varying ages. We brought our nieces there this past summer and they really had a blast.
I might get flack for choosing Lockport and Lemont, but it's okay because these are just sneakily good suburbs if you live nearby. We work with a lot of people who've moved to Lemont and Lockport, and they seem to really enjoy the area because it has more of a quieter feeling to it, but you still get to access a lot of the main amenities that we talk about and people love in other areas without the price point being crazy through the roof. So if you're looking at all of these suburbs and you have a more limited budget, you might want to look into these because they might work for you. So one awesome thing about this suburb in particular is its ease of transportation. With the newer Highway 355 available to you, you can work in Downers Grove or Oak Brook in those business centers if you do work there, and travel down 355 to get back home if you live in Lockport or Lemont. It's a very popular choice for people who work in those sort of western and more northern suburbs so that they can get to work quickly and not have much traffic compared to if they worked closer to this city. So it's things like that that really do attract people to this area, which is why it made our list. Another thing is that you can take the Metro train to the city, and that Metro train line is called HC Heritage Corridor.
I specifically love Lockport and Lemont because they really love small businesses, local businesses in their downtown areas. One of my favorite restaurants in Lockport would be Lock and Mule. They have a great happy hour menu, which we just enjoyed last week. We also love frequenting Wooden Paddle, which is an artisan wood-fired pizza restaurant in downtown Lemont. Their menu is not basic at all. It's not your average pizza place. They have very unique pizzas on their menu.
Also, I have to shout out Ember's Tap House. That is on State Street in downtown Lockport as well. It is a 3-story bar and restaurant. The first floor is the bar, the second floor is like an event space, and the third floor is a secret speakeasy, and they have a whiskey club as well. So it's a very, very cool place to visit if you are in the area or nearby. If this was a ton of information for you, we totally understand. Look in the description of this video. We are going to make a really easy to digest chart for you, showcasing everything in this video so you can look at it in one go. So go down in the description, go into where it says those resources are there, and you can get all of the information that we talked about and more in that document.
Now in this video, we covered the 5 best suburbs to live in. They all do range in price, but if any of these neighborhoods seem like they have homes that are priced just a little too high out of your budget, we have good news for you. A lot of these cities have cities surrounding them that could be more affordable. For example, if Orland Park seems a little bit too pricey for you in terms of housing, maybe a suburb such as Oak Forest or Tinley Park might be more affordable for you. So we'll help you discuss your budget and see what home is most comfortable for you and your family's finances.
On that note, if you need any help choosing a suburb, or you just are curious about what it's like to live here, we would love to help you. Amber and I are both licensed realtors and we work in these areas all the time. So we would love to help you out. Please give us a call or send us an email and we would love to get in touch with you.
When you reach out to us, we'll be happy to be your guide in the entire home buying process. The very first step is to have a phone call with you and learn about what you're looking for in your next home. We're happy to be your guide. All you have to do is reach out via phone or email, and we'll get the process of helping you move into your new home started.
We want to thank you for watching our video today on the top 5 best suburbs in the Chicagoland area. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Were there other suburbs on this list that didn't make it? Go ahead and let us know below. We would love to engage with you guys. We read all of our comments, and we will be sure to respond to every single one.
Thanks so much. See you soon.